weather's making us work for it this year, isn't it? It really is. It's cool and it's wet and it's damp, and the sun's coming out for Eurovision weekend and it's going back in again on Monday.
Is it?
So, yeah.
All right. So we've got a lovely weekend.
Yeah.
How bad does it then get on Monday?
It doesn't get dreadful. So the weekend, we've got 20 degrees, maybe 21 degrees today, some sunshine, best in the west, worst in the east, cloudy in the east. Cold front coming in on Sunday. Then through Monday, it's going to get colder and mistier and cloudier and cooler again. So pretty miserable like we've had. About 10 degrees down from the weekend, maybe. Right. And at the end of the week, it's getting better again. And that's when we think maybe summer may start going.
Finally.
Yeah, I've had a look at the charts and it looks to be a bit more sustained. Towards the end of the week, the end of May, some warmer temperatures, more
when we talk in these terms, they're very general terms. What are we looking at? Because I always get complaints, understandably so, from my family in the northwest of England, people in Scotland.
Yes.
You know, is it a different picture for them, or is everyone going to benefit?
So today, if you think about the west, if you take the West Midlands and cut it to the west, if you've got the west of the north, which is sort of Cumbria, down through Wales, and then the West Country, Devon, Somerset, all those sorts of places, that's going to get the better weather, higher temperatures. Then to the east, which is East Midlands that way, East Anglia, London, southeast, northeastern part of the UK, that's Teesside and Newcastle, they're sort of cooler and wetter, and Scotland is going to be better as well today. So good weather sort of everywhere, but if you're going to get any cloud and drizzle, it's going to be on the east. Worth mentioning, though, UV levels are going to be high with the sun, so if you're susceptible to the UV, slap the sun cream on.
Which you should be doing every day, as I told you. You bought your sun cream, didn't you?
I did buy some.
Good, I told him you should be wearing it every day because there's always UV,
There's always UV, yeah, even in winter. Yeah, if you go out in the winter, you can get... I've got a friend, actually, who burns in the winter. It's just a little bit of light and...
They're a vampire.
Yeah, you do need to be careful. Nathan, why has the weather been so temperamental? Is there a reason for that?
Yes, there is a reason for that. So if you remember, a few months ago, we were talking about this sudden stratospheric warming, which is when we got some snow in March. You remember that?
Yes, I do.
This sometimes has a little bit of a hangover into the summer. Now, we got one in 2013. I don't know if you remember that. You probably don't. But in 2013, it was a very, very slow start to summer. April, we were still wrapped up. And it was the same sort of a hangover from that sudden stratospheric warming. So it could be a bit of that. Could be. We've also had the jet stream. The jet stream is pivotal in our weather. It sort of dictates whatever's going on. Whatever's going on in the weather, you can always pin it down to the jet stream. And the jet stream has been sort of sat over us and dragging in low-pressure systems into the UK. And then it's been slightly to the south, which allows colder air to come in from the north. And what we want is this jet stream to go right up to the north and allow that warmer air in from the south and high pressure to build. When we get high pressure in the summer, we get blue skies and sunshine and warm weather and all the stuff we love, but not too much, because if we remember last year when we got that high pressure and hot weather, we were all hiding indoors because it was too...
So is that the key to this? Because, you know, you listen to these things for donkey's years on forecasts and you never quite understand it. So, in effect, high pressure pushes the clouds out the way, in effect.
If you think about it, high pressure is getting meteorologically, it's convergence of air above and it pushes the air down, and that leads to clearer skies. That's sort of putting it very simply. Low pressure is the other way around. It goes like that. So when you've got low pressure going up, air, when it contains moisture, it condenses as it gets cooler and forms into clouds. That's what low pressure does. High pressure actually causes clear skies. So in the summer, when you've got high pressure and the sun is in the right place, you get the warmer, higher temperatures. In the winter, when you've got high pressure, it can get very, very cold because all the heat radiates out through the clear skies and back out into outer space.
So when people say, right, because people have been saying for a week or two now, we're in for a really hot summer.
Have they really?
Yes. I mean, is that just pure guesswork? Or?
Well, I always say, I've said it so many times on here, you can only really tell sort of 5 to 10 days in advance, which doesn't give us much clue. Summer is 20 days away. The 1st of June is the start of the meteorological summer. Now, the Met Office have got their 3-month summer up until July. They're sort of, it's their outlook. It's not the same as a forecast. It's their 3-month outlook. And they're saying, now get this, there's a 35% chance summer will be hotter than average. There's a 5% chance it will be cooler than average, and there's a 60% chance it will be average. So make of that what you will.